Hello everyone. Welcome to today's stream. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday today. The week started yesterday and I hope you've been all doing well. Zethus, hello. Don't check the reaction in the announcement. I'll be very sneaky. Well, I looked at them. And for Lauren, hello. How are we doing today? Happy Tuesday again. My week so far has been stressful and tiring, so I hope until the end of the week it'll get a little better. But we live, we thrive. I went grocery shopping and got chocolate chip cookies. So, you know, it's the little wins in life that we really gotta look forward to. I definitely didn't write late. Well, I was late too. Not only was I late to the start of the stream, I also got distracted while I was making my tea and I took longer than usual. So it's okay. It's all gonna be okay. But I do have my tea with me, so I'll be ready to do some hardcore narration. Let me put... Okay, my chair is adjusting. Because I was already late, let me start up the game right now. There it is, Scarlet Hollow. I found it. I mean, do you guys have a favorite tea? Because right now I'm not drinking my favorite tea. But if I had to say what my favorite tea was... I like wild berries. I like the fruity flavors. Earl Grey is never misses. It's always good. But I think I like the fruity teas. Especially cold. Mango tea is delicious. Because what I'm drinking right now, it's a mix of herbs. It's like chamomile, sage, eucalyptus, or whatever. And like, it's good. But I've drank it before. And it tastes like you're drinking trees. That's really it. I'm getting the Magnus Archives themed tea soon. I had no idea that was a thing. What the fuck? Hell yeah. But yeah, definitely the fruity teas. So let's continue to episode 2. Correct. Would you like to see a recap of episode 1? No. We know what happened, right? Oh shit. Okay, I'm adjusting my monitor. I hope nothing bad happens. Fucking stream crashes. Okay, you open your eyes. The sun has risen, the birds are singing. You are still alive and for now you are safe. Your gaze wanders across the room to the window and the woods beyond. You wonder if the monsters are lurking there right now, just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the crumbling estate. A familiar unease settles into your gut, tangling into a knot of anxiety, wriggling as the events of last night play out in your head. You can't help but remember Duke slumped against a tree, pieces of him scattered across the clearing. Check on the bestest boy? You know it. You're not sure if you'll ever feel okay again after what you've seen, but you can't stay in bed forever. Hunger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress. You can refresh yourself on the events of previous days by using the journal icon on the quick menu. Thank you. You gotta check on Dustin. You open the drawers to check in on Dustin. Oh good, he's still here.
Yeah. Human is back.
So you have bread now.
Yes, Dustin found her bread. Dustin also ate a bug last night. Good night for Dustin.
Hell yeah. Can I talk to you about something horrible that happened last night? Dustin, can you be my therapist?
Human can always talk to Dustin. What happened?
Tabitha found out I stole her ice cream. That's pretty bad. I'm gonna say the woods are full of big scary monsters.
Dustin understands. World is full of big scaries. When Dustin gets scared, Dustin pretends to be dead. Good advice for a human, maybe.
Have you met Frou Frou?
Master.
It was nice to catch up, Dustin. I'll see you around.
Yay.
You gently close the drawer. Poke around the closet. After what you went through last night, the last thing you needed this morning was waking up to find that doll in that closet. You pick up the doll to examine it more closely. Its foot-reach property of Alexandra. There's no way you're taking this with you. We've done this. He'd be such a good boy. He's the bestest boy. Let's text Stella. It's probably a good idea to check in with your new friend. You can't imagine she's holding up very well. I'm gonna say, yo, what up? It might take her a minute to get back to you. In the meantime, let's get dressed and head down to the kitchen. Time to start your day. You're back in the kitchen, Frou Frou's eyes on you from her favorite spot on the counter. Her pupils dilate and her tail twitches. I see you are still here. How unfortunate. Gretchen sends her regards.
Ça servait toujours. The creature has not yet returned to wherever pile bit of hell it is called from. Merde. Truly ours is not kind God.
I just gotta remember what your other trait was. It was mystical. I'm gonna pet Frou Frou. You reach out your hand to pet the cat. Surely this time will be different. Well, one day she'll let you pet her, you know it.
Dégoûtante.
Hey. Sorry. The police called last night. I guess you and Stella were serious about that old farmer guy. Oh shit. I can be mystical. I'm gonna say the cops don't matter. Something is coming from this town and I need people to start listening to me. Duke and Stella didn't take my intuition seriously last night and look where that's landed us. I need you to believe me. You don't need to spin me at tall tales to wiggle your way out of this. Just be careful and remember that your actions have consequences for the people around you. I don't have the energy to spend this week cleaning after your mess, so just don't make any extra work for me, okay? Did they say anything about Duke? They find the body? They didn't say anything about a body, but apparently he never went home last night. And they had quite a few questions about you, Tronum. Before you asked, don't worry. I told them that you're an upstanding citizen. So what is up with you and Stella? We just have a history, that's all. I don't need to explain myself to you. Shit, can I hang out with you today? At the mines? No. I've gotta get to work. But just stay out of trouble today, alright? I'll try and be back by sunset and I expect you to be here. I don't want to hear complaints, just do what I ask and we won't have any more problems. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Do you want to hang out with Tabitha? I don't know. I can try. I don't think I did that before. Oh, and by the way, you owe me $4.39 for the ice cream. Your cousin huffily exits the kitchen. Her footsteps fade down the hall, ending in the characteristic creak, then slam of the front door as it opens and closes behind her. Don't leave the house? Okay. Once again, you are the only human in the estate. It seems you make a habit of bad first impressions, no? The cat chuckles mockingly. A text from Stella. Lol, barely slept at all. Up all night on cryptid forums. Not good news here. I'm at the library if you want to join. I have scones. Oh shit. So don't leave the house? Okay, I'm not really feeling like for it today. And that's that. Time to start your day. Oh. Let's make a PB&J. You quickly scrape together the ingredients and gobble up a delicious breakfast. And that's that. But can I check out the garden still? But I think this is fun. After last night, you should go make things to your cousin. Screw going to town, try to clean the guest bathroom instead. Yes? Okay, let's check out the garden. Anyway. He's still there waiting for me. You wander into the garden hoping to get a little fresh air and perspective before you start your day. Just like yesterday, it's beautiful but widely untamed and overgrown. You wander further into the garden. Take it all in. The garden is peaceful but undeniably eerie. Here, more than anywhere else, you're surrounded by the ghosts of what this place used to be. A greenhouse sits in the midst of the overwhelming greenery, unreachable for even years of neglect, its glass clouded and cracked. Statues reach out from within seas of weeds, as if begging to be rescued. And most strikingly, behind a pair of rusted metal gates at the very peak of the mountain sits a graveyard. You can just make out a few of the headstones, the scarlet name carved deep and proud into their faces. You head back inside. Time to figure out what to do through the rest of your day. I'm gonna try and clean the bathroom. If you're going to have to keep using that ungodly bathroom, you're going to at least make sure the surfaces have been bleached. Oh my god, this looks horrible. You scrounge for cleaning supplies, finding a few dusty containers and spray bottles, none of which you recognize. They all feel like antiques, but they're the best you have. Armed with a rag and a trash bag, you set to work. It is a monumental task, and it's nauseous to think about just how many years of caked up dirt, gunk, and former fluids you have to scrub away to return some semblance of normalcy to the bathroom. Oh my god, it looks beautiful. That might be as much as you can do without a pressure washer and renovations. But at least taking showers here won't make you feel dirtier than when you started. But your admiration of a job adequately done is interrupted by the sudden, heavy thunk, thunk, thunk of a metal door knocker, the sound seeming to reverberate its way down your spine. Someone is at the front door. Before you get the chance to decide whether or not to answer, it opens. Oh, it's Sybil, what the fuck? Oh, I'm sorry, I hope I didn't scare you. Something about this woman is impenetrable, and you feel small and almost naked in her presence, but you feel no threat, no malice. Sorry, it's blowing my nose. We don't need to hear that. Okay. And then the moment passes, and you see only the older woman before you. My name's Sybil. I'm a family friend. Just thought I should stop by to check in on you. Stella came by my tea room last night. She told me about what she saw out in the woods, and she showed me her footage too. She managed to sneak away the memory card. Apparently the police are just holding on to an empty camera. Didn't trust them not to erase the whole thing. I can't say I blame her. Oh, hello, Malphorite. How are you doing? Welcome in. I brought you some fresh tea. Let's settle in somewhere and talk. You and the old hippie make your way back to the kitchen. She gives one of Tabitha's few mugs a thorough rinse before pouring your steaming tea from her thermos. The smell is amazing, a nostalgic earthy odor reminiscent of fall, as if it was brewed with autumn leaves. No, I'm gonna give my boiled peanuts to the mayor. You said you were a family friend? That I am. I used to know Vivian, in fact, before she left town. Maybe if you find yourself a time to kill one of these days, I could tell you your savory tales of her youth. I was a little less close with Perlaine, not for lack of trying. She was quite the character, bless her, and may she rest in peace. let's see. Stella seemed to think you had some knowledge of the occult. I can say that. Oh, so you're Kanika's mom. Oh, that's right. You've met each other already, haven't you? She said you'd come around yesterday. And yes, she's my daughter. You may meet Miles at some point. That's my youngest. Though it's odd to call him that now. He's nearly an adult. It's just the three of us down at the general store. What if I don't drink the tea? I'm going to say Stella seemed to think you had some knowledge of the occult. Is that what she said? I don't think I would go so far as to say I could speak confidently on any subject, though. I do know a thing or two about a thing or two. Herbalism, maybe a bit of spiritualism. And folk tales, of course. You don't grow up in these hills without picking up a few of those. That must be what Stella's referring to. Which I suppose brings us up to last night. I know what you two went through, and I know what you saw. Those things are real. Neither of you imagined them, and they're certainly no ordinary creatures. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they're a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. I've told Stella and my daughter what I know, though I am afraid that's not much. So they're dangerous? Are they going to start attacking people? I think you misunderstand me. They're not dangerous on their own. Think of them more like birds flocking before a storm. They're neither a threat on their own nor the cause of what's to come, merely a sign that things are not as they should be. What happened to Duke was an unfortunate accident and nothing more, a consequence of the three of you seeing something you weren't meant to see. What can we do about stopping what's coming? I'm afraid I don't have any good answers to that, but I suppose the best we can do is stay close to our loved ones. I'd say that you'd mean Tabitha should try to stay here with you, spend some time with her only living relative while she can, but I get the feeling she cares a little too much about her work to let herself leave for that long. You could always go to her. Maybe that would bring her a little joy, even if she might struggle to admit as much. I'm not gonna tell her about Wayne. Well, thanks. This was helpful. Of course. There's a sound somewhere above you, a creaking floorboard betraying a shifting presence. There is something in the room above you. You heard that too, didn't you? You know, dear, I was planning to stop by the mines for a quick chat with your cousin. Maybe it would be a good idea if you came along. I don't like the thought of you being alone in this big house. Not with the town the way it is right now. What the fuck? Is Wayne here? So now can I go to Tabitha? Maybe the house just doesn't like you. Do you think this place is haunted? If it is haunted, I wouldn't doubt that you'd find out as soon as you were alone here for too long. It sounds to me like whatever might be here is already restless to have it to yourself. Maybe I don't leave. I'm not gonna leave yet. I'm gonna say that was probably just the possum that lives here, nothing to worry about. Alright, I won't force you. Oh my god, the sound is louder now. It's moving. Something heavy is crossing the room. But if you don't mind walking me to the door, I would appreciate the accompaniment.
You make your way back to the foyer. The sounds horrifyingly follow along, disembodied footsteps keeping pace with the two of you until you break free from the second floor and out to the vast entryway of the estate. Sybil wastes no time in opening the door, but she hovers next to you, glancing back towards the stairs. You know, Tabitha doesn't usually leave the mines until after sunset, from what I've heard. Just in case you wanted to reconsider staying here alone until then. Another thump, another. It's nearing the landing. Yeah, I'm not leaving. I'm going to stay in the house. I'm going to say, bye, Sybil. Thanks for checking in on me. A bang as the doors upstairs shut violently. You both can't help but take a few steps back, crossing the precipice, your footsteps hollow against the wooden porch. Oh, the door slams shut in your faces. A lock clicks into place. Oh dear, was that the lock? The old woman tries the door, but to no avail. It would appear so. So much for staying at the estate. I'm sure you have plenty of quality time in that old mansion this week. Though, why would you want such a thing is beyond me after what we just witnessed. The mines aren't far. I can walk you there. Maybe you could get Tabitha to lend you a spare set of keys. You're once again surprised by the freshness of the mountain breeze, your lungs having grown accustomed to the stale, dusty air of the estate, not realizing how much they were being suffocated. At least it's a pleasant day for a walk. There really is nothing like the mountains in autumn. Do you know much about my family? Any history I should know about? Oh yes, everyone around here knows quite a bit about your family. You founded the town after all. Your family and the history of this town are completely intertwined. Your well, I'm not exactly how many greats that would be. Some distant grandfather of yours started the mine. Which started the town. The town nearly collapsed into ruin after the collapse of 1918. And once again, your family pulled it back up. Now here we are. I'm not sure what else there is to say. What do you want to know? Is it really just me and Tabitha? Why are there so few of us left? I suppose fate is crueler to some than others. In a lot of ways, her family has been very fortunate. But the Scarlets have seen their fair share of death as well. Maybe more than their fair share. The collapse, like an economic collapse, or... We've certainly had our fair share of those, but no. There was a mine collapse in 1918. The town lost so many souls that day, men and boys. This was before child labor laws came into effect in these parts. As if the collapse wouldn't have been bad enough tragedy on its own, there had to be children involved. You may have seen the mural in the library. I'm sure if you ask about it, Oscar would be happy to fill you in on any more details you might want to know. But the tall and short of it is, there was another man working for your family who took the brunt of the town's anger. Charles Shaw, something about some damaged struts he approved. They ran him out on a rail, or so they say. It seems your family avoided most of the blame, especially since they managed to pull the town back together afterwards. Hard to remember to be angry at someone when they're the reason you have food on your table. That big house, we must have been loaded. Do you think we're still loaded? It's really not my place to speculate about people's finances. But if you've seen the state of the place, I think that speaks for itself. So our mine is the whole reason this town exists. I'd say so. If it fails, I'm not sure anybody would be able to stick around for long. That being said, I suppose everything has to end eventually. One shouldn't plan on things to continue on exactly the same forever. What do you think of Tabitha? She works hard, I suppose. That's the burden she carries. What with your family's mind to run. It can't be doing her any good, though. I'm sure that has something to do with her disposition, bless her heart.
Were you born here? How did you wind up in this town?
My family has been in these hills for generations, possibly even longer than yours. I married into the general store, though, and before that we were just your standard hill folk. Kept to ourselves, fended for ourselves. That's why I know so much about the local flora. That kind of knowledge was vital for all the generations that came before me to survive out here.
What do you think of Stella?
Such a ray of sunshine. Even after what happened with her parents, she tries to smile through each day. It's admirable if you ask me.
Wait, what happened to her parents?
There's a car accident, such a tragedy. They both died, but she made it out mostly unscathed, the poor thing. I know it hasn't been easy for her. It's clear that she carries that burden with her every day, as much as she tries to pretend otherwise.
Let's continue on in silence. Oh! It's Dr. Kelly! The two of you are interrupted by a woman jogging toward you.
Jolly wonderful to see you as always. Have you met Tronum?
Sybil. And no, we haven't met.
Joan here is a resident doctor, and Tronum is Vivian's kid, of course, in the town for the funeral.
I put that together. I can say, oh, okay, can I flirt? I want to flirt. Let me have a sip of my tea before I forget. Need to moisturize my vocal cords. Hell yeah, I'm gonna flirt with her. You're pretty. The woman's stony facade cracks for a moment as she lets a stinging laugh. You have to be kidding. By the way, don't even think about calling me Joan. It's Dr. Kelly to you. People my son's age don't get first name privileges.
How is Reese doing? Any better these days?
Dr. Kelly lets out a small, frustrated sigh. He's surviving, same as usual, you know that.
Her son is a rare condition.
Do you make a habit of sharing that kind of private information with anyone who wanders into town?
Tell him Kanika says hello. I get the feeling she and Stella miss seeing him. Oh, you know, since you're here, maybe we should set them up for a visit this week. Doesn't that sound nice? Tronum could come too.
Sybil, they're adults. We don't need to set them up on play dates. And you know how easy it is for him to tire himself out. It's not worth it. I need to get home and get him his meds. I can't stand around talking all day. No. The woman starts her jog again, her pace faster than before, almost as if she's running away from the awkward interaction.
She's a bit of a brusque woman, isn't she? But her heart is in the right place. Anyway, we should be on our way too. It's not much farther now.
Oh, hey. She was right. It takes very little time to reach Scarlet Hollow Mines. A humble exterior greets you at the place that made your family its fortune. Your cousin just so happens to be at the gates, but it seems you aren't the only visitor she's dealing with at the moment. Oh, thank you so much for the hydrate. I really gotta keep this up. I think in a while I'll have to get more tea. That's ridiculous. You get fired me for having a damn cold. It's gotta be some kind of, I don't know, rights violation. You aren't fired, Terrence. You're laid off. Cutbacks had to be made, and obviously I'm going to prioritize those cutbacks on workers who have a habit of missing shifts. And no, I was poking my guts out. I couldn't crawl my sorry ass up that pit, and you wouldn't have wanted me there anyway. You only give us 3 days a year to get sick. It's a shit system. You don't have a note from a doctor. I just can't take your word for it. If you wanted extra sick days, you could have had them with the proper paperwork. Don't forget, by not showing up, you put extra pressure on your coworkers to pick up your slack, and that's not fair to them. And if you have a tendency to get sick like that, maybe you shouldn't be working in a place like this to begin with. As for your lodgings, I'll give you 2 weeks to move out. To hell with you and your damn mind and the shithouse you had me live in. It'll all be better off a heap of rubble. The miner kicks started in a final act of frustration but wanders off, leaving Tabitha standing steadfast at the gate. The gates. Sybil? Tronum? What are you doing here?
Turnham and I had a nice little chat this morning. Then we got locked out, so I decided I might as well bring Turnham along to your office. I assume you prefer that to having your cousin try to break back in. Though it looks to me like you're busy, I wouldn't want to impose. Why don't you drop by the tea room sometime this week, Tabitha?
Yeah, sure. I'll swing by tomorrow. But what was that about getting locked out? How did you manage that?
We got a little spooked. Old houses and their noises, I'm sure you understand, and the lock must be on a hair trigger. Anyway, it was lovely meeting you, Tronum. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other around town.
The woman finally leaves you and you're alone with your cousin once again. Well, so much for not intruding on my work. Come on, I guess I'll babysit you in my office. Banned. Just don't make yourself a burden, alright? I have lots to do today. Who was that lady? I'm sure she introduced herself. Sybil runs the weird hippie tea room in town. Her daughter hates me. Honestly, I find her nosy and annoying, and I don't like that she decided to come up with you to see you without even asking me first. It's weird. I'm gonna say I cleaned the bathroom after. I'm gonna say there were all these weird noises that started when Sybil showed up. Guess the house doesn't like Sybil, huh? Haha, so funny. I'm being serious. I'll take you seriously when you deserve to be taken seriously. Right now, you're telling me there's, what, some kind of ghost in the estate that was triggered by Sybil? That's not the kind of claim I feel when I have to treat with any kind of respect. Hydrate, thank you. I am not gonna ask about the layoff. That is not my thing. That is not for me. I cleaned the guest bathroom. You what? But there could have been important stuff in there. Sure, it was messy, but it's not like it was unsanitary or anything. What gave you the right to throw things away just because they look like trash to you? I don't appreciate people coming into my space and moving things around. Don't try to be helpful again, got it? If I'm the one using it, I get to decide how clean it's going to be. It's my house, and as far as I'm concerned, your mom forfeited any right to any of it a long time ago, so it's all my stuff too. I better not find out you threw away my precious family heirlooms thinking they were trash. Tabitha clears her throat, clearly still seething, but trying to cover it back up. I have to get back to work. Try not to bother me, I need to concentrate. She returns to her place behind the desk and proceeds to ignore you. As you settle in, you take in the details of her office. You are surprised to see a poster of what looks like Stella. She has apparently been banned from the mines. Stella isn't the only likeness captured on the walls of your cousin's trailer. On either side of Tabitha's desk are portraits of older people, a woman and an old-timey man. A shotgun hangs menacingly over the desk. Oh yeah, I didn't notice that. Besides that, there isn't much else to see. Yeah, I guess. There's McDonald's. Why is there a poster of Stella saying she's banned from your property? Stella likes to poke around in places she shouldn't. She kept sneaking up here to film videos or whatever excuses. As if that's not a lawsuit waiting to happen, so she's banned. Why are those people on the wall? I'm sure you recognize Perlane at this point. And the other one's Enoch, our great-great-grandfather, who saved the mine from ruin after the collapse. The idea was to have all the family members who owned the mines up on this wall, but I don't think Perlane was too excited to have great-grandma Eddie staring down at her all day, so we're missing one. Can't blame her. I remember that woman well enough to know why she wouldn't want the reminder. Do I butter up my cousin? You never call Perlane mom. I'm an adult. I don't play to the dynamics of childhood. Okay. Did your workers only get 3 days off? Do they also get vacations or... I don't need to discuss the intricacies of how I run my business with you. I'm the one making decisions because I'm the one who knows what needs to be done for this place to stay running, and I don't need someone who's never run so much as a startup to try and tell me how I should be operating. It's not like I can take any time off either. I'd kill for 3 days. God, you really do talk a lot, don't you? Whoops, well... Maybe that's all I'll ask. You sit for a few long minutes. Tabitha taps away at her keyboard. Pleasant birdsong you're used to hearing as a constant backdrop of Scarlet Hollow has been replaced with the distant sounds of machinery, muffled as it is by Tabitha's thin office walls. And then the sounds of machinery are joined by another sound, the angry rumbling of your stomach. The PB&J was not enough to sustain you this long. You require more substantial sustenance. I'm starved. Where's a good place to get grub around here? I guess that should get you out of my hair. Then maybe I can finish this spreadsheet in peace. Go find something at the cafeteria. It's the building with the big cafeteria sign on it. Trying to get not... Oh my god, can I not speak today? Try not to get lost. Oh, and bring me back something too while you're at it. The mac and cheese I don't hate. You get up, leaving Tabitha's office and once again stepping out into the fresh air. The cafeteria sign is not as obvious as Tabitha made it out to be. All the great corrugated buildings look vaguely the same. You aren't quite sure what direction you should start heading in. Get directions from a nearby group of miners. Hey, you approach the nearest group of miners. You could cut to the chase and ask the cafeteria where the cafeteria is, but you are here among the workers unsupervised. What's the harm in asking if any of them seen anything unusual? Hey, it's Pukey. Oh, fuck. How's it going, Pukey? A nickname. Am I part of the gang now? Nope. So I met this guy on the bus. Wore a beanie and a shirt that said I want to yay. He said he had some friends working the mines here. A lot of people wear beanies. He also talked about how he used to push joggers into the Baltimore harbor. Does that ring any bells? None. Not a clue. Yeah, I think I remember someone like that. Seen anything weird lately? The miners look at you up and down. Weird how? Weird noises coming from the woods? Not a peep. We're underground most of the day, though. You know, I heard something unusual the other night, though it might have been an owl or something, but it didn't sound right. Was an owl. You're just not used to the local wildlife yet. Have you run into any weird animals? Nope. You been talking to that townie? The one that gave Boss a lifetime ban too? Yeah, she's like a Bigfoot YouTuber or something. Her videos are actually pretty good. But you know what? Now I think about it, it's pretty weird. I haven't been seeing many of animals at all lately. Used to be I'd seen all sorts of critters. Now it's mostly birds. This is your first year up here, ain't it? Just not used to the seasons changing. All the animals are hibernating, that's all. I don't know, she's got a point. I've been up here 5 years now. It's never been like this before. Hey, maybe it's that global warming then. I think they're calling it climate change now. Okay. I'm looking for the cafeteria. I'm going to do you a favor and not tell you where it is. Oh, come on, Zax, go easy on her. I am going easy on her. The calf is slop. You're better off grabbing a bite at the diner. Only good establishments in town. Oh, thank you so much for the hydrate. I don't know. The mac and cheese is pretty decent. The mac and cheese is the only thing that's decent. And we all know why that is. Come on, let's get out of here. Our shift's about to start anyways. So much for getting a straight answer. The cafeteria remains a hidden treasure and you remain without a map. Approach another group of miners. Hello. Well, if it isn't the boss's cousin, you feeling okay? These are new shoes, so if you're not... I'm more than my gastrointestinal distress. I'm a human being. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel bad. Just don't want to get new shoes too often. Do y'all know this guy I met on the bus? He said he had some friends up here. Maybe. What's he like? You tell the group of miners about your encounter on the bus yesterday. I think I'd probably remember someone like that. Yeah, he's no friend of mine, that's for sure. Never met him. Don't know him. Have you fellas seen anything out of the ordinary lately? Like what? Odd noises in the woods? I heard something a few nights ago, like nothing I've ever heard, some unearthly beast. I'm telling you, Isaac, you need to take a sick day. You need to rest, man. I've already taken a sick day this year. I can't afford to take any more if I want to have Christmas off. Weird animal sightings? Don't tend to go on many hikes, not exactly the nature seeing type. After a full day of work, all I see is my bed, maybe a few beers in between. Well, that's it. Thank you. What do you guys think of Tabitha? The three men visibly stiffen. Lovely woman. Always been a good boss, runs the place well. I'm trying to find the cafeteria. Oh sure, it's right over by... It's hard to find, I'll take you. Sure, get your brownie points later, man. Come on, let's walk. The hard-faced young man starts walking along with you, an anxious energy in his step, and he escorts you to a building whose cafeteria sign was definitely much smaller than Tabitha made it out to be. I have never been here, I think. You line up at the steaming piles of subpar food, undoubtedly made as cheaply as possible, judging by your cousin's business practices. Still, it smells good enough, and you find your mouth watering in anticipation of the bland offerings. So you're up in the big house with the boss this week. Just wanted to know if you've seen anything strange while we've been staying there. The man's voice is quiet and nervous. Like a mining jacket? Is there anyone up there with you? A man, maybe? Last name Wayne? We know a Wayne. How do you know this Wayne? I'm gonna talk to this guy. I'm gonna say, do you think there's someone up there? Because I was hearing some weird sounds this morning. I'm willing to bet money there was. At least that would mean he wasn't dead. Sam Wayne's been missing for over a week now, and nobody around here seems to give two shits about it, because everyone else is too cowardly to ask any questions about the person who saw him last. And I guess I'm a coward too. Can't even bring myself to make the accusation. Oh, are we talking about a certain young man who may or may not have been caught the boss eye? That Sam Wayne fell, wasn't it? Whatever. If anyone asks, we never talked about it. I don't want to disappear too. What's got that kid so jumpy? It's like you never heard of a guy running off because he got broke up with before. Yep, I've skipped town over less. Oh, it's my lucky day. They got the chicken and dumplings. What do you guys know about this Wayne fellow? All I know is that a certain someone got involved with somebody he shouldn't have, and nobody in camp seen him since. I figured he'd just run off to live in that big mansion with his bail. The thought of a strapping young man like him with that sour-faced rod always left such a bad taste in my mouth. As if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means showed to the slightest I can't speak today. God, Lord help me. As if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means showed up with the slightest bit of interest in you, or any woman at all. Fair enough. Wait, are you talking about Tabitha? Yup. You'd best be going. Wouldn't want that hot meal to go cold. No reason to stay here any longer. You step back into the weak sunlight, clutching the containers of various beige slops, and start making your way back towards the trailer. But you don't make it far before you're struck by an intense feeling. You recognize the hollow terror as the same you felt last night when you were set on eyes on that awful man in the miner's jacket. There he is. Tronam, I wish you could have stayed at the estate. It's dangerous here. In the clear light of day, his jacket is visible in perfect detail. This really is the Sam Wayne Isaacs was telling you about, or at the very least someone or something in his clothes. I'm going to say, what are you? Flesh and blood, much like yourself. Do not fear me. I am the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. What's going to happen? I'll be watching you. I'm gonna walk back to Tabitha's office like nothing happened. You casually continue on your way, returning to the hill where Tabitha's trailer is perched. She meets you at the door. Took you long enough. Why, was there a long line? Yeah, I'm just gonna say, yeah, just a long line, that's all. Good, now let's see, then we'll be one step closer to this day being over. Your cousin's attention is suddenly drawn elsewhere. She stared past you, focusing on something in the distance. Is that Stella? How many times do I have to tell her she's banned before she understands what that means? Tabitha shuts the door and both of you march on your way down the hill. As you and Tabitha approach Stella, the two old-timers take notice and wander off. Tabby, Trunam, hey, I was just trespassing. Well, yeah, but I have a good reason this time. Shit, I knew we needed a lookout. Is there someone talking you through an earpiece? Kanika, is that you on the other end? Stella hastily removes her earbud, muffling the other voice. Sorry, Tabby, it's just that Oscar's kid, Rosalina, has been missing since yesterday, so we decided to ask around to see if anybody had seen her, and while we were at it, we were also seeing if anybody had encountered these things we saw in the woods last night, ditchlings, that Sybil said are like little Mothman foretelling doom. Stella. And also, there's this guy called Wayne who used to work here and who Kanika says is super creepy and sick and... Stella. Yeah? Just stop talking. It's not like I was filming or anything, I'm barely here, I promise. You are standing right in front of me, extremely here. Why didn't you check the usual teen haunts for that kid, the Maxwell Place or the gas station or whatever? Anywhere but here, where you are explicitly not allowed to be. I mean, it's the site of one of the worst catastrophes that ever befell the town. If there's another one coming, it makes sense, doesn't it? That's what our research pointed us towards, at least. Our research? Who's we? You and Kanika? Yeah, she would think something awful. Oh, that's not Stella. That's Tabitha. Yeah, she would think something awful is going to happen up here. She hates me and everything I stand for, and thinks the town would be some bustling utopia if I wasn't around to ruin it. When in reality, we both know it wouldn't exist without me. Whatever you're looking for, you're barking at the wrong tree. Just go someplace else before. Tabitha once again trails off. Both she and Stella have noticed a girl with dark braid and glasses sneaking along the ridge. It's Rosalina! Kanika, we found her! She headed up the hill. Up the hill? She's not headed for the old mine, is she? The one that collapsed? We'd better go after her before somebody gets killed up there. You've got to be kidding me. No, this is great. I'll just go let her know while Oscar's looking for her. Then we can get out of your brain. Of your brain? Oh my god, of your hair. Bye, Tabby. See you around. Stella hurries after the girl, disappearing over the hill. Damn it, I'm never going to finish my spreadsheets, bro. I get that. Nobody needs to be playing around in those mines. We'd better go break this up. You can vaguely hear voices emanating from the boarded up entrances of the old mine. They went in. Does Stella have no sense of self-preservation? We have to go in there, don't we? I don't like the thought of you walking around with around an abandoned coal mine, but I'd rather not leave you out here unattended while it gets dark. You should be safe enough with me there to guide the way. Well, Tabitha huffs our way up to the mine entrance and disappears into the darkness. Well, let's follow her. You follow her and enter the mine. The inside of the mine is warmer than you expected, the air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and Tabitha to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. Do you know why the entrances to this place was boarded up? What the fuck is that? Because there was a collapse 100 years ago that killed up a bunch of people? 168 people. A man named Charles Shaw decided it was okay to use faulty wood for support struts, and the entire mine came down. It almost ruined my family. Like a few died instantaneously. But for the most of the souls who perished here, it was a slow and agonizing. Trapped under rubble and left to slowly succumb to crushed injuries or burns, or dehydration. It took a week to clear most of the rubble and recover the bodies. The few survivors who were dragged out were never the same. Can't say I blame them. What makes you so sure it was Charles Shaw's fault? Doesn't really matter whose fault it is. That's ancient history at this point. 100 years on, who cares about pointing fingers and passing blame? Everyone involved is long dead. What I care about the 168 people who climbed down there to their deaths that day, unaware of the hand they'd been dealt until they were literally buried it. None of us know the price we have to pay until our debt is due. Tabitha's ruminations are interrupted by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. A hateful and broken presence stirs in the deep. It doesn't want you here. That was a warning. We have to move fast before something terrible happens here. Maybe you can get through episode 3 today? I don't know. I'm gonna try to at least do one episode a stream. Because, well, it's 10:17 right now. And I like to go to bed before midnight. So we'll see. Since we did skip a lot of dialogue at the library. That's true as well. Well, we'll see where we go. We'll see. Hey, this place is haunted by the tragedy of the past, not by literal restless spirits. Don't go all ghost hunter on me. Whatever we just heard was probably another delinquent looking for a lifetime ban for my property. Come on, it came from this way. Tabitha hastens her pace and quickly disappears deeper into the mine. You take a deep breath and follow suit. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in the thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Echoing through the tight corridors, you and Tabitha can pick up snippets of a tense argument.
I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. You could at least check in and so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's not really asking for much. Come on, kiddo. There's some real spooky stuff going on in town right now. You shouldn't be hanging out down here. We're not kids.
Yeah, we're teens.
Well, you look like a bunch of kids to me, so. And those canned strawberry margaritas, where did you even get those?
Oh no, I know this isn't you, Miles. It had better not been you. Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you gonna do? What are you even doing here? Looks like we found our trespassers. I still can't believe that Stella managed to drag Kanika out here. She avoids me like the plague. What's the deal with you and Kanika? Honestly, I have no idea. I don't hold anything against her aside from the fact that she's always hated me. She probably just got jealous that Stella and I started spending time together, but that was years ago, so who knows? What do you think of Kanika? I think the two of us are more alike than she'd ever care to admit. I respect her, but don't tell her I said that. I wouldn't want to appear weak. Let's move on, they're close. Hey! You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageways gives way to the small cavern. Within a group of teens engages Stella and Kanika in a heated argument. All of them are too caught up in the moment to notice you or Tabitha approach. My dad's a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says that they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe, and we can hang out whenever we want.
Wait, Becca, I thought your dad was a charge hand.
No, Alexis, he got promoted last month. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if they even has a job in the morning.
What?
Oh, shit.
Oh, hey, Tabby, Intronum, I guess you two caught up to us.
Two Scarlets in one place, what luck. At least maybe you two can talk some sense into these kids. They clearly don't respect my authority. Hey, don't talk about us like we're not here.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Alexis, don't butt in. I'm trying to make a point. Do none of you understand what a boarded up mine entrance is supposed to mean? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use.
Oh, come on. This place is way sturdy. Check it out.
Oh, shit. The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling.
Was that the knocking we were hearing earlier?
Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. You're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realizes how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. No offense, Rosalina.
None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature.
Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart too. Enough. The damage already done, now leave. I'm putting my mother in the ground this week. I do not have the patience to deal with children.
I can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything, but this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life, and I would like to see the sun again before I die.
Ah, come on, you guys, maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous things all the time, and I still do dangerous things now.
Who are we to tell them where they can hang out?
I don't know who you think you are in this situation, Stella, but I own this mine. It is entirely within my rights to tell them to leave, much like it is entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban for my mind not clear enough message for you? Hell yeah, Tabitha, tear the sad 20-something to shreds.
Hey, I'm defending you, and I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea?
Oh, Stella. My Stella can't possibly be sad with me around. How absolutely rude. These pups need to learn some manners. running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. So she's sad. So what? Give it a few years and it'll be sad too. The passage of time is unescapable. My God, and Mom. Wait, is that Dustin and Mom? What? Hi, off-brand Spring. How you doing? Pat. Yeah. Look at him. Look, we just want to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Yeah, tell him about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple of weeks. That says we can't stay at our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. I'm mixing up voices. Fuck these teens. Rosalina deserves better. I don't care about your home life. If you're going to do your underage drinking, go do it in the woods. Just get off my property. Tabitha. Look, Rosalina, I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for all that. He's a good guy and he cares about you. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh. Wait, what? And I should care because it's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. What a coward. As long as you make Becca's voice as bitchy as she is, then we're good. I think I'm doing a good job. Becca, I don't think you can say that about other people's families. Isn't that bullying or something? Look at Zane and say, oh my God, Smug's money. Shut up, Zane. Becca, he says it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. How? I could investigate. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. Just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it. Like I'm still a little kid. You're all children, and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might have done some actual character. How do you think Zane usually contacts his friend group? Fuck, Skype. I think that's how. WhatsApp dog. That's funny. They're smoking a joint. Zane, that's crazy. Did you find that shit at that thrift store or did you make it? Exactly. Rosalina's not that mature anyways. She still sleeps with stuffed animals. Well, so do I. I have stuffed animals and that's nothing to be ashamed of. That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know. I rest my case. Wait, what did you say about child labor? How do you know there isn't a ghost? Why are all the adults in this town such weirdos? There is no ghost. There are no such things as ghosts. Oscar is just lying. Yo, what if we break in and ghost the bus place? What? Ghost bust the place up anyways, just to be sure. Oh my God, Zane, you can't ghost bust if there's no ghost. Is Tabitha the real villain of the game? See, I played episode 5 2 weeks ago, which is the latest episode to come out, and I'm not sure. I wouldn't say so. I think it's way more complex than that, but still. Just drinking a little bit of my tea. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real, and if it isn't, well, problem solved.
You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house until Stella goes to bust your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch.
There is a way for Tabitha to be on Kanika's side in episode 5. No idea how. That is crazy. Because we don't know why they hate each other, I think. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. I don't care, and I can't believe I've wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands off of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. You hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or gets crushed by rocks or meets any of the many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Uh-oh. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what is it? Come on, Stella. Didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommy knockers for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we gotta check it out. I wish I could bring ads to life so that I could kill them permanently, so that no permutation of them that is an ad that could ever exist again. Ain't that the truth? Can I change my ads things? Oh. 10 more minutes before I take my supplement. I know you can change the ad thing. Oh, there it is. Uh-huh. Oh, what'd I do? Hold on. Okay, I changed it, but I don't think it'll change for this stream. Because I could put it lower. Sorry, I didn't notice. Okay, let's continue. They're an old Cornish men named after the knocking sound you can hear sometimes in the mines right before a collapse. Some say the knocking is a warning, while others say it's the spirits themselves bringing down the mines. Stella. I mean, that's not all they do. They're also sometimes just mischievous. Stella. Nobody's going deeper into the mine. Nobody's staying in the mine. You're all... That stops the... Nobody's going deeper into the mine. Nobody's staying in the mine. You're all leaving. Please listen to Tabitha before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. My ancient artifact's an old Chromecast, and for some reason when I cast it, I got no ads. Oh my god, the life hacks. Wait a second, where'd the three of you run off to? Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Wow, Kanika, maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you could have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off like I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. Ugh, they must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these heaps through there. It's probably for the best, dear. Stella, stop sneaking into my minds. Please, I'm literally begging you. If only all the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults who could already be done with this little mess, but no. There just have to be remnants from a bygone era. Didn't you just talk about child labor was the good old days a minute ago? I was trying to get you to leave my mind. Becca's head pops out from the tunnel's entrance. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here 1,000,000 times. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Whatever, come on, you two. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think I know where that tunnel rejoins the rest of the mines. I'll go look for them, and I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact I'm doing that. If those idiots get themselves lost and die, I am not letting their families swim me into the ground. Are those really your priorities right now? Yeah, do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mind. Except for you, Trunam. I'm not letting you out of my sight. Yeah, sure, I could never fit in that tunnel anyway. They have crossed the barrier I cannot, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever, I still have to do my dailies anyways, and the service down here sucks. I will happily escort these two knuckleheads out. No, you are not about to weasel your way into this, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. I've been down here a ton. I can totally help out. Tabitha sighs. There's no getting rid of you, is there? Fine, I won't waste my time arguing. Mystical. There's no way around it. It isn't just those kids. Something is calling out from down below. Noted. Let's not linger around any longer than we have to, shall we? Want me to take Gretchen with me? I don't know if it'll be easier to cover more ground without her. Excuse me, I am a formidable and self-sufficient monster hunting companion. Yeah, that's probably for the best. I don't want a repeat of last night, and who knows if we'll have to do any climbing. I'll see you on the other side, hopefully soon. For sure, we won't be long. Cool, can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Kanika, Miles, and Zane head towards the entrance of the mines, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teens. Alright, no dawdling. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way. Well, let's go. If you were a vampire, which character would you most want to bite? That's a tough question. I think I'd like to bite Dr. Kelly. I think I got a thing for Dr. Kelly now. When I first started playing, it was Wayne, and it's always going to be Wayne. But Dr. Kelly has been slowly but surely entering my mind. For me, it's Oscar. Oh, absolutely. That was my second choice, actually. That was my second choice of people to bite. But I think Dr. Kelly would be an interesting choice. Well, as the three of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. Becca, why are we doing this again? I thought you thought Tabitha was like really cool. Why are you trying to get her all mad? We're doing this because Tabitha is really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can just let her boss us around. Oh, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with a nobody like Stella. Hey, I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make plenty of ads and donations. I'm just glad they're not gossiping about me. Yeah, I know, they're just teens, but some of that stuff stung. His big juicy neck. He does have a juicy neck. Another knock, closer, interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another. Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? It's just not you. It's not just you. Okay, that knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Rosalina. It's just mind sounds. Did you guys see that? No, it was just a shadow. There was no reason to get freaked out. I want to see the dummy knockers. That would be cool, I guess. I saw it. Shut up. There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. Tommy knockers. Tommy knockers. Oh, calm down, both of you. You said yourself, Stella, as soon as they get deeper into the mine, their bravado in the face of authority would vanish into a puff of smoke. It's probably just rocks falling somewhere deeper in the mine, which is also bad for obvious reasons. Can't believe they're making us do this. They better be grounded when this is all said and done. As much as I appreciate the sentiment, I hope you're wrong. If they do get grounded, it means people found out about this. I hate dealing with parents.
Look, on the bright side, Ronan, if they didn't come down here, we'd have missed out on a golden opportunity to get spooked.
Tabitha glares at Stella. We're getting closer. Let's keep moving. Jesus. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear those echoes of terrified teens, their panicked arguing bouncing down the pitch-black corridors. The pit radiates rage, a white-hot anger. It hates you. But at the heart of it, you can sense something else, the quiet hum of a darker presence. The heart calls to you, desperate to be witnessed. And here we are. The tunnel they crawled through passes through the chamber below. It should be hard to find them once we get down here.
I've never been this far in.
Congratulations, Stella. You got what you wanted. Well, it's time to take my supplement. Give me a minute. Okay. I keep getting gambly ads. How fun. Let's go gambling! Tabitha crawls up the ladder and disappears over its edge. Alright, let's do this. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. Let's follow them. I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on. Pretty sure? I thought you'd been down here before. Okay, maybe I didn't get this far in, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry, I don't want to be down here anymore.
I think it was actually this way.
Oh, shut up. No one even wanted to come with us anyway.
Becca!
Yep, they're close, alright. Good thing they're so damn loud.
It sounded like they're really lost.
The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions, sound odd, distant. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. Let's walk towards it. You don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, a desperate need to perceive and be perceived. Wrap yourself in the darkness of the pit.
Hey, are you alright, Ronan?
Bear witness. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. You said we wouldn't use the shipment. You know it's compromised. We couldn't afford to wait on new wood, Charles. We had to go ahead with it. So it is the sin of your father. It's still sturdy enough, it'll get the job done.
Trinum, are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something, and then you and Tabby just conked out.
I'm fine.
You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves while you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm going to get you both some help. I'll be back soon, I promise.
You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit intent to rescue. You rescue. Oh my god. You raise up your elbows, head still streaming from the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head drops as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Through it, you once again hear the panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors. Becca, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talk me into inviting me in the first place. Becca, I'm just trying to help. I said go. Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where we're going. She wouldn't just lie. Sorry, Rosalina. The increasingly desperate voices of the teens are drowned by its thunderous knocks. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you. You can almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of the hellish sound. Good. That knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened? Both of us were shown the dark truth of this place. There's gotta be fumes or something down here. It's an old mine. These places are death traps. We're probably just hallucinating. How can you be sure? Look, these kind of things happen in the mine sometimes, especially when there's bad ventilation. Stop being weird, we're leaving. Oh, Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left, out of breath and tear-eyed. Sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think that was cool. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of a rock fall. I don't know what the hell up it is with this knocking, but that is the sound of a mine collapse. Quick, up the ladder, both of you. But wait, Becca and Alexis are still down here. You can't just leave them here. I don't know which way they're going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Do you have a death whistle, girl? This isn't a movie. The best thing we can help those girls right now is to not be buried alive ourselves. Well, I think last time I took Rosalina in life, so let's go after Becca and Alexis. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Troy, don't do this to me. They're kids, Tabitha. I'm not going to leave them down here. Are you serious? Thank you. They're back this way. Hurry. Rosalina runs back the way she came. You run after her. The mine shake with each new thunderous blow. Bits of rock and dust fall off the ceiling and scatter on the floor around you. Rosalina leads the way and Tabitha isn't far behind you. I thought you knew the way out. I thought you'd been down here a million times already. I was making it up, okay? I swear to God, Jordan, if we get stuck down here. I'm glad you decided to come along. We'll see about that. We're coming. Just stay where you are. Oh my God, they look miserable. But Rosalina, you came back. I don't want to die down here. Then move. Okay. You quickly push your way back towards the entrance, pieces of fallen rock littering the path around you. All of you start climbing. Now. Once the last teen is up, Tabitha grabs onto the ladder and starts climbing. You follow suit and start climbing. This way, come on. The person moves with the kind of swiftness you'd expect from someone who spent their entire working life in and around coal mines. Why wouldn't you have just listened to someone older than yourself, Becca? I'm sorry, okay? God. You push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. To your horror, you can see cracks forming in the walls of the tunnel. Come on, we're gotta go faster. We're almost there. I can see the entrance. Your surroundings quake as the mines collapse around you. Uh-oh. And then the knocking fades and you feel safe knowing you're... Wait, what? It feels safe having arrived back at the entrance in one piece. What the fuck? What the fuck? Rosalina, are you okay? Clearly she's not okay, idiot. Uh-oh. Shut up, Becca. It is your idea to go down here in the first place. This is your fault. Shit. Why? Why did this have to happen? Okay, the knocking stopped. At least all of you stay exactly where you are. I'm going to make some calls. This really hurts. Stella and Kanika pop their heads through the mine entrance. Tabitha just stormed out of here. Are you... Oh my god. Rosalina, can you hear me? We're gonna get you out of here, okay? Stella already called an ambulance. But that means cops are gonna come. They're gonna know I was drinking. They're gonna know we went in there to drink, right? Becca, that doesn't matter. If my dad finds out, he'll kill me. He can't know. Becca squirms through the gap in the boards and scampers away. Don't worry about her, Rosalina. She's being an asshole. One of us should wait by the gates to make sure they can find us up here. I should check in with Tabby, see if she needs help. We're going to get you help. Everything's going to be okay. Alright, I'll go down to the gate. Rosalina, I'm so sorry. I'll be back soon. We're going to get you out of here and you're going to be just fine, okay? Trinum and Alexis will keep you safe until then. Don't worry, pup. I know you're sick, but I'm here to keep you warm. Am I going to die? Rosalina, don't say things like that. There's only the present moment. Just focus on your breath. Breath? Thanks, Sharnam. Rosalina's breath comes in quick, irregular outbursts. Not outbursts, just bursts. Thank God. If I don't make it, tell my dad I'm sorry. I'm the one who had something to be sorry about. This is all me and Becca's fault. We never should have gone down here. It's not your fault. I went there because I wanted to. It would be fun though if Becca got a redemption arc in the final chapters. That would be something, but again, it still hasn't happened. Rosalina pauses, catching her breath. Thank you, Trinum. I'm glad everyone else made it out okay. Couldn't have done it without your help. And that's why you shouldn't drink underage. What are you trying to do? Make this some sort of after-school special? This just isn't fair. Rosalina, can you hear me? Yeah, still awake, just hurts like hell. Sorry, I shouldn't be pushing you to talk. I'll just hold your hand until they come back with help, okay? Don't go to sleep just yet, Pop. Alexis grasps Rosalina's hand. Tears streak down both of their cheeks as they sit in silence together, waiting for the long, anxious moment to pass before help arrives. Some of my men are on their way with rock lifts. We'll get you out of there soon enough. They're over here, Earl. Jesus H. Christ, you weren't kidding about the emergency. It'll still be a bit for the ambulance. The nearest depot is over in Brevard, so it'll be at least another half hour. You heard the man. You have a half hour to get her out of there. Move it. Rosalina, sweetie, I'm here. Dad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You don't have to be sorry. It's okay. We're all here. You can hang on, Rosalina. I know you can. Tabitha's men quickly get to work and manage to pull Rosalina out from the rubble just as the ambulance arrives. Sir, I'm afraid there's no space in the back. What do you mean I can't ride with her? You're better off driving behind us. We're headed to Brevard, so it's quite a way. Is she going to be okay? She's going to make it right, please, God. Yes, sir. Promise you, we're going to do everything we can to help her stable. Her vitals are looking good. Rosalina, my poor baby. I'll be there as fast as I can, okay? I promise you won't be alone. I love you, Dad. The paramedics load Rosalina off into the back of the ambulance and drive off. Oscar approaches you off to the side as the police talk to Tabitha and her men. The hell happened in there? I'm gonna put, at least nobody died. That's true, but it doesn't answer my question. I'm going to say, it's like this seems a reality I'm praying here. Nobody's safe. Ominous, but not helpful. What Turnham is trying to say is that Tommyknockers brought down the mine. I can't believe they're actually real, but I got some audio of them knocking on my phone. They must have been furious that we weren't down there. Doesn't matter what caused it. I'm just sorry it happened, Oscar. This is all my fault. She's been so angry with me. If I'd just been able to provide more stability, she wouldn't be doing things like this, putting herself in danger. I'm sure she thinks I'm making this up about her house being haunted, but I've seen things I can't explain, and it's only gotten worse over time. She told us about it down in the mine. For what it's worth, I believe you. No comment. But after tonight, I don't know. Oh, that's Kanika, not Oscar. Let me just stretch. But I'll definitely not be able to do episode 3 today. I'm already pooped. I'm just going to finish this episode and then I am going to shower and go straight to bed. You better know it. Once you're back from the hospital, we can check it out for you. Thanks, Stella. That means a lot. Oh, thanks for the hydrate too. I've gotta go. Well, congrats on first, Cephas. Hell yeah. You were first, I think. Mr. Gutierrez, is it okay if I come too? I want to be there for her. Of course, Alexis. It'll be good for her to see a friendly face. The two of them head over to Oscar's car and drive off. The entities in the mines. Everything that happened down there centered around that main chamber where I saw that carving. Stella showed me a photo. Weird stuff. Yeah, really weird. Are you sure those were Tommyknockers? Depends on what you mean by sure. Is anyone really sure of anything? They fit the description pretty well, and I don't know what else they'd be. I have no idea what happened in there. I need to do some reading on mine collapses, I guess. I saw something down there, like the shadows of dead miners. They were right behind you, right before you left, and they followed us when we went after Becca and Alexis. Did you not see them? Whoa, I didn't see anything other than the two of you that met carving. That's super weird. I think I'll head out for now. Got an interview tomorrow. Good night. Good night and good luck for tomorrow. Please do share with the class how it went. I'm just also going to finish this episode and then I'll be going to bed as well. So have a good one. Thank you so much for stopping by. I don't want to doubt what you experienced, but you were deep in dark, abandoned coal mine. Mine has just been primed to see things.
You know what, that I think about it, that totally fits profile for some of Tommy Knocker's stories. What if they're actually bona fide ghosts? Oh, Stella. Do you think Rosaline is going to be okay? The paramedic said she was stable. Though a tough kid, she'll be okay. You're a vision. There was a stone carving on the wall of that pit that showed me what happened to this place Charles Shaw was set up. The Scarlet caused the collapse. Charles Shaw was set up. No way, dude. Dude was a monster. I mean, the Scarlets were monsters too. They still are. But what am I saying? Visions are real. Visions can't be real. That would be magic. I don't know, Nix. You weren't down there. Jorm and Tabby had like simultaneous seizures next to a creepy stone carving. It was like something out of a movie. What happens now? What happens now? We go home. Now hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet. Mind if you have a quick word with your cousin, Miss, in private? Okay, fine, let's make it quick, and don't you dare try and pull anything on her. She did nothing wrong here. Ladies, I'm first. That means you too. I'm afraid. Don't you need to talk to us? We're witnesses too. Oh, sure, but that can wait. We know where to find y'all. What a coincidence running into you 2 nights in a row. This is my colleague, Deputy Derrickson. I remember you from that little puking incident at the diner yesterday. Apologies for my absence last night. It was my special bowling night, you see. A man has to have his me time. But I was briefed on the events of last night, even though we're still not sure if that's what went on. What went on could be considered a crime. Duke has been missing since then, though we found neither hide nor hair from him. Could be just on an extended hunting trip. It wouldn't be the first time he's done something like that. I was told the footage showed his body, but we couldn't get that camera working, so no way to confirm until we track him down. Now I understand both of these were terribly unfortunate accidents that had nothing to do with you being in the area, but as officers of the law, you have to understand we get a little suspicious when we see the same face multiple times in a row. And we have to ask, what exactly were those teenagers doing in a shared mine owned by your family? And why were you down there with them? If it wasn't for me, they'd all be dead. No need to be dramatic. We're just trying to gather all the facts, see. Just being thorough, our duty as officers of the law. Well, if there's something more you can tell us, I suppose we'll let you go about your evening, but we may be in touch. Have a good one. Deputy Derrickson tips his hat to you. The 2 officers wandered back toward the mine, Derrickson taking notes of the examiner scene. You make your way towards Stella and Kanika. I just can't believe 2 nights in a row. Is it my fault, Nix? Stella, no. This is all just an awful coincidence. It is not your fault. Oh, hey, guess the cops are all done with you? What are they gonna do? Take you in for being present at an accident? Sorry if they give you a hard time. Small town cops, you know. Always blame everything on drifters, even acts of God, I guess. Oh, that's Stella. Not okay. Excellent, you didn't get arrested. Now come on, let's go back to the estate. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Trunham? Tomorrow? You have already ruined my evenings on 2 consecutive nights, Stella. What do you think you'll be doing with my cousin tomorrow? We're going ghost hunting at Oscar's, remember? We talked about it in the mines. You were there. I didn't think you were serious. Trunham, you have her number, right? Keep me posted on what she's doing. Let me know if the ghost hunt actually happens. It's weird that you care about what she's doing so much. Clearly, I have to. Come on, let's go. Tabitha starts walking at her car, pulling you by the arm.
Then silently follow Tabitha. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. Well, I'm just gonna ride in silence. Your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha sink back into silence. You once again cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of your decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. I thought you and Sybil said you were locked down. I thought that was the whole reason you decided not to bother me decided to bother me at work today. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Today was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure it's a precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Oh, you know it, Tabitha. See you in the morning. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. Turn in. You head up to your room to turn in. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Y'all, these are those things, right? Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them again too. Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. What the fuck? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creepy exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes, even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread falling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settled in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face twisted with pain, staring at you with tear-streaked cheeks, trapped by powers beyond your control, terrified of what her now uncertain future would hold. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Roo-roo! Just the cat. It's always just the cat. Don't read into this. The woman kicks me out. Just want a warm place to sleep. It's nice to see another living being, even if one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. Oh, shit. Suspicious. We down there and shit. Well, this is the end of episode 2. Let's save, shall we? There it is. And if you'd like to continue with the rural state, yeah, okay. But we are going to leave it here for today. I am very tired and I also need a good night's sleep. So I will end it here for today. I appreciate you all coming. So let's find someone to raid, shall we? Let's see. Thanks for the stream. Have a good rest. You too. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And if you're going to bed as well, Well, I hope you have a good rest too. Honestly, I think I'm just going to end stream. I'm too tired. So everyone, thank you so much for coming by today. I really appreciate you. I'll stream again next week to play episode 3. And have a great rest of your week, because this is only Tuesday. We have a couple more days to go before Friday and the weekend. So take care, everyone. Bye bye.